Amazon Prime Day is like Christmas, or Christmas in July is like another Christmas. And most of us, if we want something, we go and buy it. So the idea that we have to buy other adults things is honestly ridiculous in large part. Now, there are people that do need things, and if you have people on your list and you're buying them things, people that actually need things that can't buy for themselves, you are a beautiful human, and you do that as long as it doesn't put a financial strain on you. But remember this, as we are inundated with all of these things to buy, we have to remember that as we're, especially like if you're buying for yourself or you're buying for your kids, or whether they're little or they're adults, to constantly buy things is a dopamine hit. I mean, for me, it's a dopamine hit. You know, you buy something new and you're in the store and you're checking out and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this. And then you wear it the first time. Oh, I love this. And then 2 weeks later, you don't even know where you put it. A couple months later, you haven't seen it for like 2 months. And a lot of times it ends up stuck in the back of the closet because we just have so much stuff. We have so much stuff. And honestly, remember this when we're watching influencers, and there's nothing wrong with this. I watch these influencers. I have some I follow on Instagram. I have some I follow here on YouTube, and they're constantly, and there's nothing wrong with this, they're constantly showing us what they've purchased, what they've bought. And here's the thing that bothers me is, and I love all of them, I do, but you have to get this, or just get it. You know, that's what they say. Remember this, you probably don't need it. You know, just because somebody's saying just get it, and it's easy to scroll down, look at the link, and click it and have it delivered to your door, do you need it? Do you need it? Because that dopamine hit from constantly buying things, and it is definitely a dopamine hit. It makes us happy, temporarily makes us happy. It's temporary, and it's just a cup that we're never going to fill. It is always going to be half full. It's always going to be half full. Even for the people buying those things and showing you what they have. And again, I'm not knocking on those people. I love these. I have a lot of them that I follow all the time, and they show us products. But it is a dopamine hit to get all this new stuff all the time. And I don't want to be reliant on buying things to make me happy. I don't want to do that. So let's just kind of refocus our minds through this holiday season. And I have made some notes because I am definitely ADHD, and I wanted to share these things with you. So I'm going to kind of look at my notes as I go here. But just remember, you know, again, Christmas is not about what we can buy. Christmas is about the time we can spend. You can't buy time. You can't get by time. Once it's gone, it's gone. It is the most precious commodity that you can give somebody. So even just going to visit somebody is a gift. Your time is a gift. And as I've gotten older, Christmas is just a different meaning to me. When my kids were little, you know, it's making everything perfect, and you stay up till, or I did, until like 3 o'clock in the morning the night before, making sure the house is perfect. You know, the cookies are out for Santa, and the tree looks beautiful, and all the gifts are wrapped, and everything is just a perfect, magical Christmas. And you go to bed, or I did, and I'm so stressed and exhausted. And it's not that it's not worth it when they get up the next morning and they see the gifts or they see your effort. And there's nothing wrong if you enjoy doing those things. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're pushing yourself to a limit to where you're physically ill, or it's just too much, then that's when I think we can kind of stop and say, hey, you know, why am I doing this? Because they're not going to remember their perfection. They're not going to remember how the gift was wrapped. They're going to remember they're going to remember the time they spent, the memories that you make. And as I look back and reflect on my childhood, some of the things that I remember, there are a few gifts that I remember. There was a baby alive that I remember my grandmother gave me. I really wanted that, and she got that for me one Christmas. So I remember that, but what do I remember more? I remember my grandmother Edna's biscuits and ham on Christmas Eve, and my Mama Hampton, we called her Mama Duty. I don't know why, that's just what we called her, Mama Duty. For her, she had certain little Christmas Eve treats that we had, and the men were always in there at the table, and the women would sit around in the living room and just talk. And those are the things that I remember. It's not really, what did I get? Most of those things we forget. It's the memories that we make, or crafts that we did. Even in school, the little Christmas trees we would glue the beads on there, and the little stars and the glitter. We remember those things. Those are the memories and experiences that we remember. So it's not about the hustle and the bustle or everything being perfect under the tree. Instead, it's about the moments, the memories, and the meaning behind it. What is the meaning behind Christmas? And I wanted to share some of my reflections with you guys just about what truly matters, whether it's a homemade gift that you give, a card that you send or you make with your kids, an ornament that you've made for somebody, or just spending time with people, with people that you love or people that you care about, your friends, your family, somebody down the street who may be alone and doesn't have anybody. Those are the greatest gifts that we can give to other people. Those are the things that truly matter and that make a difference in their life, and that they are going to remember. And you are going to get joy, abundant joy, just by sharing your time and your love and your friendship with the people that you care about. So I wrote down some things about how to make the season more meaningful without overextending yourself. And there are 3 things that I wanted to talk about. And start by saying no to what doesn't make sense, to what doesn't serve you, to the things that just burden you and that don't give anything back. So say yes to the cozy nights by the fireplace and the hot chocolate, and doing a craft with your grandkids or your kids or the neighbors. Simplify your plans. Make it simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, sweetie. And you're going to find joy, more joy than if you had worried about all the gifts and those types of things, by just slowing down, keeping it simple, and enjoying the small things without overextending yourself. So if it's a Christmas party and you really don't have the time to go, or you have a lot of other things that you need to do to take care of you or to take care of your family, then say no. I would really love to come, but I'm not going to be able to. Thank you so much for inviting me. If it's a Christmas event and you have to get all dressed up, you may love getting dressed up. If you don't, or if it just doesn't coordinate, and if it's going to make your life more hectic and it's going to take away from the people that you truly love and care about in your life, say no. Thank you for inviting me. I would love to come. I hope you guys have a great time. Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Let's get together after the holidays. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say no. It's okay to have boundaries and just to say no to things that do not make sense. Another thing, and I always try to do this, especially if I think we've all experienced the pain of inflation this year and how expensive things are. So getting creative and thoughtful in your do-it-yourself gift ideas, whether it's a handwritten letter or some cookies. If you're really good at making chocolate chip cookies, or one of our good friends, she made these little Greek cookies that are my favorite, and she brought those to me a week ago. It's those thoughtful things, those thoughtful gifts that you can give people. And I know that she took time to do that. She put it in a pretty little tin. The tin was maybe, $1 or $2 at the Dollar Tree or Walmart, whatever. But it's the thought that went into that. And it's her showing, love and appreciation for somebody else. So it's not about the amount that you spend on what you give. It's the thought, and it's your time that you put into giving it, even if it's just going to see somebody and giving them a hug. I mean, your hug has value. Your time has value. So it might be a phone call if it's somebody that you're not going to actually spend time with. So just remember that a shared life, a shared hug, a shared word, a shared jar of cookies, or taking somebody out and treating them to a coffee, those are valuable things that we can give to other people. They have meaning, they have value, and don't underestimate the power of just giving something small, but something that is taking your time, because again, your time is valuable, your time is precious, and it is truly the best gift that you can give somebody. And then also, number 3 is do not forget to prioritize connection over perfection. Let go of the pressure to create this perfect Christmas. Let go of the pressure to create this amazing meal. Not that you don't have to plan to make a meal, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. If you don't have time to make all, your favorite cakes that everybody is expecting, go buy one. Buy a cake. If that makes it easier for you, buy it. Or nobody needs 20 desserts at Christmas time or 3 desserts. Just say, hey, I'm only going to do 2 desserts this year. These are what I'm thinking about. What's your top 2? If you normally make 5, or if everybody normally has like 6 or 7. Sometimes people do that if it's a big gathering. Like, okay, well, what do you guys want? Like, what's the top 2? Or if you have like 25, 30 people, what's the top 3? Those are the things that you can have. Just simplifying, scaling back, and making it more simple. So again, just how to make a meaningful something meaningful without overextending is learning to say no, having boundaries. I'm looking at my notes here because I don't want to forget these things. And then 2 is creating thoughtful DIY gift ideas that show that you care, that do require time, but they don't require a lot of money. You do not have to spend money to let people know that you love them and care about them. And then number 3 is to prioritize that connection over perfection. Remember that when people are coming to your home or you're going to their home, you don't have to dress perfect. If you want to go in your Christmas pajamas, go in your Christmas pajamas. Go in your slouchy sweatsuit that you feel really comfortable and good. If you love to dress up and you want to dress up, then dress up and wear that beautiful sweater. Wear those pants that you love and the fancy shoes. Do that. But if you don't feel like doing that, it is not about what you have on. It is just not about what we're wearing. It is about being with those people, and do not let the cloudiness of materialism taint your Christmas and your memories. And remember, we only have so many Christmases here on this earth, so do not waste your Christmas. Do not waste your thought process. Do not waste your energy and your time trying to create perfection, because it does not exist. Remember the constant buying of things, and I'm guilty of it too. I love to shop. It's just, we can't fill that cup. We cannot fill that cup. It will never be filled. And those people that are addicted to buying things over and over and over, the cup's never going to be filled until they step back and really focus on, okay, I don't need to buy anything else. I don't need to do that. Instead of buying something for somebody, again, spend time with somebody. Or for yourself, instead of buying a new wardrobe, go take a walk. Join a gym, get healthy, do things that serve your body, that create dopamine and make you feel good in other ways instead of always buying things. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you found value in this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe. It helps me to create more content and bring more videos to you. This is a very time consuming. I've been doing it for many, many years. I've just started the longer content videos, but I do have a lot of things that I would like to share with you guys. So if you like this video, let me know. If there are other things that you would like to see, also drop a comment below. Have a happy holiday season, what's left of it. Remember not to stress. Much love. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.